Having posted several sessions on making of terrariums, we will now go on to the growing of edibles, herbs and spices, and small fruit trees. We will start with Laksa leaf plants. Laksa leaf plants need bright locations but not under direct sun. It is a water plant and daily watering is essential to keep the potting media moist. It is fast growing and regular pruning is important to encourage growth of new shoots. After pruning, the leaves can be used for cooking. To keep the plant healthy, add organic fertilizer regularly. Follow the instructions on the packaging. Today we are talking about the propagation of Laksa leaves. As you can see, we have here 3 pots. These 2 pots have been bought from the nursery, and this is one of those that we have grown for about a month. It is growing well. What I'm going to do now is to show one way of propagating the Laksa leaf, and that is by separation. This pot contains some Laksa leaf plants, which I'm going to separate into 2 and plant into 2 smaller pots. As you can see, this is a smaller version of this pot. I intend to have 2 plants out of this, so I'm doing it by separation. In order to do that, I will loosen the soil in the parent plant. Okay? After loosening the soil, I will turn it upside down. That is a normal thing that we do so that we don't in any way damage the roots. You can see there are plenty of roots in this parent plant. Next, we will separate this into 2. Now this you have to do it very carefully without damaging the roots. So I have roughly decided I'm going to separate it this way. Okay, I'm going to separate it into this 2 plants. One section here, one section there. So there are 2 sections. Now I'll take one of these, and now look at it. There are some dry leaves which I intend to cut away. So you take away any leaf that is brown, not healthy. The rest is okay. So this is to be planted into a smaller pot. Now if you find that there's too much, the root ball is too big, you can carefully try and remove some of the potting media that's used here. In this case, it is cocoa peat. Remove some of it so that you have a smaller volume. Don't damage the roots. Now, having done what I intend to do, I'm going to plant this into the smaller pot. But first, I fill up my smaller pot with fertile potting mix comprising of organic potting mix and organic substances. Okay, we half fill it to accommodate this. If this is too much, I will still have to take up some of the additional substance that's growing here. Okay? If you find the root ball is too big, you can cut it off, because I do have a lot of root hairs, so it is quite safe. Okay, you can cut some away. Right, now insert this into the pot that you have prepared. Okay, now you will top it up with the usual potting mix of organic potting soil and compost. Okay, so I fill it up. Now this potting mix is clean, dry and well drained, and that is what your plant needs. Firm the area around the plant so that your plant is standing upright. Okay. And of course, as usual, we will need to water it. We water it. Okay. And now make sure that you are generous and water it as well. Leave this in a semi-shaded area until it is growing fine. Then you maybe leave it in a brighter area. Now, on the other hand, I may notice that some of these are too long, and so I need to prune it. So here, one half is planted by separation. I can do the same with the other half, which I'll do later. Then I find that some of these leaves are too long, so I can also propagate them by cutting. Now for cutting, all I need to do is get a piece about this long, cut away the leaves at the bottom, and as usual, I'm going to plant this directly into my pot. Okay? Fill your pot. Now you fill it completely with potting mix. Fill up completely with the fertile potting mix. Okay. Insert the plant into the potting mix. Firm the area around this cutting. Once you've done that, as usual, we will water it. Now make sure that you put plenty of water. Leave it somewhere not from the direct sun, but away from the direct sun, in a semi-shaded area. You can leave it in a brighter area once the plant has established itself. Now this is the result. I have planted this for about a month, and you can see it is growing fine. But the tendency is it will become long and straggly. So always remember, you need to prune. You need to prune and start your collection of little plants. Now you will sometimes notice that there are roots growing on it. So if you are lucky enough to find pieces with roots on it, it's good for you to pick up those and plant it in the usual way in this organic soil comprising of compost and organic soil. When the plants are flourishing, you can at any time harvest the leaves to add to the paste you prepare for making dry laksa noodles, laksa chicken curry, or even to marinate chicken wings for grilling. 2 recipes are included. When the plants are flourishing, as you can see here in front of me, you can harvest some of the leaves and use it for making the paste that can be used for cooking dry laksa noodles, chicken curry, as well as for marinating chicken wings for grilling. We have included the 2 recipes for you to try. You may try them if you want to. In addition, we shall be talking about growing of spearmint and calamansi. These 2 combined will make a very refreshing drink. If you think what we have presented so far is of interest to you, is useful to you, please give us a thumbs up. Thank you for your attention.